Republicans tonight ended their four-day pandemic-restricted national convention with a tough law and order message from President Donald Trump.
The president accepted the GOP nomination with a speech and a fireworks celebration on the south lawn of the White House in front of a crowd of about 1,500 supporters. Our Pat Kessler is live now with the highlights from the president's re-election pitch to voters. Pat?
Yeah, what a night it was. The president accepting the nomination with a country in crisis, hundreds of thousands of people dead from the pandemic. You've got millions of people out of work. A hurricane has hit the United States and also civil unrest. The president did address racial violence in American cities, and he blamed Democrats. He said that in Joe Biden's America, no one is safe.
We must never allow mob rule. We can never allow mob rule. In the strongest possible terms, the Republican Party condemns the rioting, looting, arson, and violence we have seen in Democrat-run cities all, like Kenosha, Minneapolis, Portland, Chicago, and New York, and many others, Democrat-run.
Well, tonight's speech was an unprecedented use of the White House for a political campaign. Critics say it's illegal. The crowd was not required to wear masks or socially distance. Against this backdrop, the president called the vote this year a clear choice.
Your vote will decide whether we protect law-abiding Americans or whether we give free rein to violent anarchists and agitators and criminals who threaten our citizens. And this election will decide whether we will defend the American way of life or whether we will allow a radical movement to completely dismantle and destroy it.
So kind of a dark vision. The final night, though, featured Trump's adult daughter and senior advisor Ivanka, and Rudy Giuliani, once America's mayor, now better known as President Trump's personal lawyer. So these political conventions are over now. What a couple of weeks it has been. The campaign now in the home stretch during the pandemic, which we saw for the last 2 weeks. President Trump betting very heavily on Minnesota. He wants to be the first president to win here, the first Republican since 1972. That's why Mike Pence, the vice president, will be in Duluth tomorrow. So here we go.
Yep, and we'll cover that as well. Pat, good to see you. Thank you. The president's supporters like what they heard tonight. They held this watch party at the campaign's local headquarters in Eagan. President Trump, as Pat mentioned, narrowly lost Minnesota in 2016 by a margin of about 45,000 votes. On Twitter tonight, the president's Democratic challenger said President Trump has abandoned the American people when we needed him the most. Joe Biden criticized his handling of the pandemic, saying the president has waved a white flag. In a speech earlier today, Biden's running mate, Senator Kamala Harris, also said the tragedy is that COVID-19 didn't have to be so bad.